This video shows how to create plans by uploading files. You can create new as well as edit existing plans. This is the quickest and most efficient way to create and maintain plans in CFM. For your first upload, at the Templates menu, download the sample file and the import rules. It's essential you understand and implement the rules or your imports won't work. You can see the template comes with sample data which I've highlighted in green. Clear the contents of these cells. Don't touch the positioning of the cells in the bold yellow areas. CFM uses the labels in these cells as field headers needed for importing. This is the import rules file. It's a list of shortcuts for recurrences and frequencies in pink. You can use the abbreviations or the full descriptions, as we'll see shortly. Note the bold effects of upload section. This becomes relevant when importing to an existing plan. The blue notes section are the rules for imports. All these rules must be adhered to or your import won't work. Be careful of stray spaces in the files, they're still characters and may result in a failed import. This is the import file I've created. The plan details are in yellow. Let's go through the field headers for transactions. Group is optional, but I've used them here. See the video on grouping transactions for how this feature works in reporting. Give each transaction a meaningful description. In the amount field, enter a number, put a negative in front for outflows. Don't leave this field blank. Put a 0 in if there's no value to be added at this point in time. All transactions require a start date, so the first date the transaction will occur. Enter the dates in D/MM/YYYY format. They may appear in another format on the screen, as they do here, but that's okay. Invoice date is used where tax is levied based on an invoice or accruals basis. Leave this field blank if it's levied on a cash or payments basis. Recurrence type, the easiest thing to do here is to copy and paste from the list in the import rules. You can use the abbreviations or the full label. Once you become familiar with the codes, just typing or copying them in will be the quickest way to populate the fields, and the same goes for frequencies. Finish date must be in the same syntax as the other date fields. Number of recurrences is a straight number. Inflation rate, enter as a percentage. Factor can be entered as a number or a percentage and will take effect on each occurrence. FX, enter a code. This must be per the ISO standard currency codes, a list of which is available from the Templates menu. You must have your FX calendar uploaded prior to uploading your plan. Leave the FX rate field blank if you want to use the FX calendar. Enter a rate where a fixed rate applies to the transaction. Finally, tax link, the code will ensure tax links are established automatically to a matching code. Be in the workspace you want your uploaded plan to appear and click on Import Plan. Select your tax and FX calendars if required, browse and upload your file, select Import Plan. See the result of the import. All the transactions appear under their respective groups, and the link symbol indicates a tax link for the transaction. The actual tax itself, which is GST, appears in its own group at the bottom of the plan. See the tax reporting video for explanations of how taxes work. Importing can be used to easily append data to an existing plan. On the import rules file, the effects of upload section you should refer to make sure you get this right. Plan details is optional. You can upload some, all, or none of these. Just blank out the cells if you don't want to edit that particular field. Regarding transactions, if you're appending the file to an existing plan, bear in mind the plan details of the plan you're uploading to. If there are errors in your data, you'll be told where the errors in your data are, and the manual details this. Refer to the rules on how to edit plan details and transactions, as well as add new transactions. You can see here we've got 2 new transactions in a new group. These 2 shaded transactions are edits to existing transactions. The description field must be unchanged for this to work, otherwise you'll have additional transactions added to your plan. Go to the plan you want to append, and add transaction, select import from CSV. You can see our appended transactions. You can see how the plan details have been overwritten, and you can see the transactions we edited down here. If your upload contains any errors, no data will be uploaded. each row number with an error will be displayed on the screen. Make a note of the row numbers. The data will disappear once you leave the import page.